Hey guys, so here's a installation video for the Skinnyflex V2 clamp card or Stunt clamp card. You can buy these in two different kinds. You can buy a polished version like this one in the bag here, and then there's also a natural brass finish, which is the one that's currently installed, and that has a flatter sort of finish to it. Alright, so you're just going to need a couple of things. You're going to need some super glue. I like to use the gel because it makes a lot less of a mess, and you're also going to need some rubbing alcohol. So what we're going to do is we're going to make this so you can install this in the hilt, and obviously this one's already finished. So just to show you how it works, essentially all you have to do is just kind of pinch it, and then it just comes right off. And you've got your magnets just super glued on the bottom, and then anytime you want to reinstall it, like if you need to work on your switch or something, or change something, or fix and install, all you have to do is just pull that off. There's no glue, there's no screws, it's real simple. It works great. So this is what we're going to do. Alright, now that we're zoomed in, you can see a little better. So what we need to do is we need to make sure that these magnets they're going to, if you notice there are a couple of black screws. There's one at the top and one at the bottom. So what these magnets are going to do is they're going to just go right above each screw, and that's what's going to hold them in place. So what you need to do first is we're going to take and we're going to open our bag of magnets here. You're going to have to wrestle them apart a little bit. What you need to do is try to get this so you can see it. You're just going to set them in there, alright, until they get to where they want to go. Okay, try and center them up. And this way you'll know that they're oriented properly. So like that's all out of whack, just push it around until it gets into place. Okay. So one of the key things you want to do with this is you want to push the magnets outwards, because that takes up the slack, and that way when you super glue the clamp card into place, everything will be lined up every time you take it off and you put it back on. Now let's take our clamp card, open this up, and what you need to do now is you're just going to take a little bit of rubbing alcohol, and you're just going to clean up the surface of the magnets, and you're also going to clean up the area where there's going to be glue on the edges of your clamp card here. So let's do that. So we're just going to wipe them to the outside. Alright, so there we go. Our magnets are nice and clean. Take your clamp card. Just going to do the same thing. Just wipe that. Try not to touch it where you've cleaned it. Okay, so now's the critical part. So you're going to take your super glue gel, and you only need a tiny amount. You don't want to put too much on here because it's going to bleed, and what it's going to do is it might lock your clamp card into your clamp. You don't want to have to deal with that. So you're just going to take a tiny dab, just like this. So just get a little bit on there. Okay, a little bit there, and a little bit there. And now we're just going to work it around. Careful you don't push the magnet out of the way. Be real gentle. Again, you don't want to dislodge the magnets from their current position, because then you have to fish them out of the inside of the clamp. Alright, so now what you do is take your clamp card, and what you want to do is just kind of just drop it on top. Use your fingers to feel that it's centered. Alright, because this is where it's going to stay, so when you get it in there, it's going to be stuck like that. Alright, so just give it a good look. Make sure it's all squared up. Okay. So it looks pretty good. You can see the edges. You want to make sure everything's nice and flush. And just press down on it. Give it a good bit of pressure. Alright, so it's been about 5 minutes, so that glue should be strong enough at this point. We're going to try and remove it. And there it is. Okay, so now we got our magnets stuck right where we want them. And then we can put them right back in. And it just pops right where it's supposed to go. Everything's nice and centered. And that's all there is to it. Alright, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy these. Take care. See you next time.